So I actually started my photography company when I was in high school. I was a senior, and one of my English teachers, who is my favorite teacher ever, was actually just getting started in her own photography business. So she really encouraged me to kind of pursue after photography. She knew that I was really interested in taking pictures. I was on the yearbook staff that year with her as well. And what she really kind of encouraged me to do was buy my own DSLR camera, which is like the big fancy stuff. So I went out and I bought it after I'd saved up a lot of money from working. And whenever I got it the first week, she actually really kind of encouraged me, taught me how to use my camera, taught me how to kind of do the depth of field things. She just pretty much did kind of like a debriefing of how to actually use my camera, and that's kind of what really started me in that direction of photography. After I experimented with photography and taking pictures with that camera for about a year, I really kind of hit the ground running and started booking clients and charging them money, which was a big scary thing for me. But I started in high school, and now I'm about to graduate college, so I've been doing photography for almost 5 years now, since I'm graduating a little late for college. But I'm really hoping that in the next couple of years I'll really be able to take off and really be able to book a lot more than I am currently doing because I'm in school full-time. So it's really, my photography company has really evolved, I guess, in my professionalism. When I was in high school, I really didn't know how to interact with anybody. I knew kind of what I wanted to do and kind of the look that I was going for, but it was really difficult for me to achieve it since I was new to the photography business. And so I guess over time my photography has just evolved from the look of what, like aesthetically, what my look is like now. I go for more of a film look, but it's in digital form. And then I guess the way that I interact with clients, I think I'm way more professional and able to be more clear, and I'm better at communication and kind of giving them guidance and direction. So I think that just the maturity of the look that I have and just learning the business is kind of how it's evolved over the last couple of years. So what I do for photography, kind of the genre that I go for, is lifestyle photography, which includes anything from family sessions to newborn sessions to like 3-month, 6-month, 9-month sessions to, sibling sessions. Anything with that lifestyle is just kind of capturing what your life looks like and putting it in visual form. And then also weddings. And weddings is kind of where my big money maker, if you want to call that, comes into play. I so far have about 7 weddings that I'm doing next year that have already booked me, and so that's kind of where the big consistency comes in for me to be consistent next year with financially providing, and then I know that along the way I'll be able to come along and do lifestyle sessions as well for families and kids and stuff. So this particular area currently I feel is slightly saturated with photographers, but that's not necessarily a negative thing. I see it as a challenge because we all kind of push each other. We have actually this Facebook group that's called Cookeville Photographer Community, and all of the photographers in Cookeville are actually a part of this group, and we all if we have any questions or concerns or any ideas, or if we need a location, we all kind of reach out through Facebook, and it's all kind of like a really great community. But it's definitely saturated, but that's not a bad thing. I think that each one of us is heading in a particular direction enough to where, I'm heading in lifestyle and wedding, and then Martha may be heading in just families. And so we each just kind of push each other with our work. We each try to get a little bit better based off of what the other person is actually doing. And so I think that it's really good competition. I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say competition, but it's just kind of constructive criticism is almost what we kind of give each other as well. So in this area with photographers, it's really great. And then for families and weddings and stuff, it's beautiful out here. There's lots and lots of land that I can go and shoot on. There are so many friendly people that I come up to their door and I knock on their door and say, hey, you have an awesome location, your house is beautiful, your property is gorgeous, can I take pictures here? And everyone having that Southern hospitality is always so nice to be able to be like, oh yeah, just let me know if you need anything, and they'll usually bring me out a drink or drinks for my client, like sweet tea. And so it's a great place to be because everyone has that Southern hospitality, and they kind of they have that perspective of what's mine is yours, and they're really willing to share and help anytime that I need it or I ask. So I'm hoping in the next probably 5 years I have a goal of having my own studio, and that'll be easier in those winter months whenever it's too cold to go outside, or if like there's a newborn session and they don't really want the child outside because it's not warm. And so I'm really hoping to be able to expand that range of my photography by being in a studio. And then hopefully just over the next couple of years I'll really be able to take on as many weddings as I can and just really be able to grow and make that my full-time commitment. That's what my ultimate goal is when I graduate college, is just to make photography my ultimate go-to, my full-time job.